This is part two of yesterday's conversation of failing forward. So today's topic is going to be what I have accomplished in the last 189 days and how it has affected my life forever. So I'm going to say that again. This is part two of yesterday's conversation. Well, not really conversation, of me talking of falling forward. What have I accomplished in the last 189 days and how has it affected my life forever? Well, yesterday, if those that watched my video or those that haven't, hashtag replay, check it out. I talked about falling forward. If you're gonna, fail, if you're, you're failing and you're gonna fail falling forward. Because at the end of the day, in order for us to accomplish and succeed in life, we have to pick ourselves up from our failures, use it as a life lesson and not a mistake, and push ourselves to be a better version of ourselves. In the last 189 days, I can tell you I've had a lot of failing forward. And, I could have quit. Any point in period of time, I could have decided to throw in the towel and been that, this is going to sound harsh, but been a coward and retreated and put my head in the sand. And I'm not saying that you are if you have. I'm saying I would have been a coward because I expect more from myself. And, I just kept on pushing forward through all this pandemic and all the stuff that's going on in society with people hating on one another. I just blocked out the noise. I only accepted what I chose to accept. And every single day I was pushing myself forward. I had days where I failed. So then I had to decide, I'm failing forward. I'm not going to let, what's going on around the world stop me from continuing to pivot forward, to continue to be the best version of me on a daily basis. Did I have days in the last 189 days that life sucked? Absolutely. Did I struggle? Absolutely. But those days, I'd reflect back on those days. Sometimes at the end of the day, sometimes I was able to catch myself during the day. And the tools and resources that I have at my disposal all these years, from all the books I've read, listened to, the seminars I've been on, been to, and the podcasts I've listened to, the people I've met. I've learned so many little techniques to catch myself when I'm failing in my mindset. So when you're failing, it doesn't always mean that you're doing something and it was, you got a grade of F on it. It can mean that you were trying to achieve something, you were thinking of something, and your mindset shifted and you're failing yourself. And I've learned to, condition myself, and it doesn't work every day. I would be unrealistic to say that it does, that I don't struggle, that I don't have moments where I'm not able to pivot and change my mindset, to have that mental barrier to stop negativity or to shut out the committee of they when it comes to media and friends and family around me saying things that are anchors in my life, that are pulling me backwards in life. They're not necessarily helping me with a positive correction and outcome that I'm looking for. But I am getting better on a daily basis. I will tell you though, in day 189, if you count the days back, that means March 1st. And I've talked about these on my videos before. I'm actually, even though it's reverse right now, this is the biggest thing that has changed my life. The 365 Driven Society and Tony Watley and my family of 365 Driven, the amazing people I've met through 365 Driven, which, by the way, I've done videos on that before. That string or that connection or that separation that took me, or not separation, but that connection that brought me to 365 Driven was because of the Arete Syndicate and all the brothers and sisters in the family that I've developed through that. And through Ed and Andy and their teachings. And it's, none of this would have started 189 days ago if I wouldn't have stepped out on faith and realized that my failures in my past, don't have to define me. So back in 2018, I put in the application, and I was, by the grace of God, I was accepted into the syndicate, and it has evolved and changed my thought process and my decisions all the way up to day 189 was a specific start for my change in life. And it all started because of 365 Driven Society and Tony. And again, wouldn't have been for Arte, I would have never been connected to them. But I've had lots of failures. I'm not saying that I've had more failures than successes in the last 189 days. That is not true. The scale has tipped more so towards successes than any days of failure, whether it's mental failures or in the process of applying something to help myself, and that fails, right? It's not a big thing. Failure is a good thing. Never ever forget that. Failure is a stepping stone to your next successes. But what are you telling yourself when you fail? Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm a loser. Oh, I'm never going to succeed. I'm just not meant to be, successful. I'm not meant to achieve what I want to achieve. I'm meant to stick in my rut. That's self-limiting belief. You're telling yourself a bunch of BS, and I'm telling you to quit it. I'm saying, you know what? Learn, associate, change your behaviors. And in order to do all that, get some mentorship. If you're too scared to get some mentorship, start out with baby steps. Start listening to some positive podcasts, listening to some positive books, or reading some positive books. Stop doing the things that you're currently been doing that are giving you the results that you are not wanting. Anyway, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. And the reason I put myself out there and talk to you every single day is because I give a heck, and I want to help you understand that you can give a heck and you can control your future and your destiny, just like I've been working on. And I'm a work in project the rest of my life. And, don't be afraid to DM me, drop me a comment below, reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Maybe I can direct you and help correct your direction of what's going on in your life and put you on a more positive course. God bless you all. Peace out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.